Hi, I'm Paul with Boaters Exchange in New Smyrna Beach in Rockledge, Florida. Today we're going to check out the Cobia 33 dual console. This is a 2024 twin Yamaha 300s, steer by wire. It's 33.5 feet long, 10'9" beam. A lot to talk about. Let's check it out. You can get this boat in twin 300s, Yamaha 350s, or even 450s. A lot of power choices. It really depends on how much you want to spend and how fast you want to go. The transom area has underwater lights. It's got a big swim platform. You've got the folding ladder. We've got the sea deck all the way in the back here. Very comfortable. Now, for days when you're fishing or just getting on and off the boat, you have this really awesome walkway across the transom. Makes it easy to fight fish or just get from one side of the boat to the other when you're tying up. We do have the Yamaha steer-by-wire engines, so fully integrated digital electronic steering and fly-by-wire controls. One of the benefits of a dual console layout is the huge cockpit space. So this cockpit is the full width of the boat, but it's also very deep, yet the entire cockpit reconfigures so that it's all wraparound seating. We're going to show you that. Side utility door on this is very large. It has a ladder. The ladder stores here, so it's easy to deploy. And for those of you with hinge envy, check out the size of this hinge. It is very robust. Fish boxes on the floor. We've got bilge access. The boat can be equipped with Seakeeper. We also have bilge access here. This entire hatch opens up with battery power. I can't open it now because we don't have batteries in this boat yet. It's brand new. But I do want to show you the configuration of the cockpit with all of the seats deployed. So one neat thing over here, this entire gunnel flips up and the seat deploys out. The gunnel flips down. Now I've got a backrest. Same thing here. This flips out and you've got a seat rack backrest built in. Then this jump seat flips up. Another seat over here on the passenger side. This comes out. Now the entire cockpit is set up for seating. It's awesome for entertaining. It's very fishable. Great combination use boat. You can go to the sandbar. You can go offshore fishing. You can go to the islands. You can take it to dinner. It truly is a do-it-all boat. Coming up to the entertainment area, we've got a really neat fridge, Dometic. Then over here is our grill. This grill works off of an inverter, so it's 120 volt powered through a built-in inverter system. Of course, there's cup holders and storage. Everything's configurable. So as an example, we even have a wine chiller basin here for 3 wine bottles, a sink, Corian countertop, and then underneath there's storage for some goodies and drawers, cooking utensils, spices, things like that. Over on the passenger side, we have our battery switch system. And up here, more storage. This is a wet basin. It's got a wash down. This can be used for bait prep. There's a cutting board built in, but then it also makes a very nice sort of elegant countertop space. And again, dual consoles have tons of storage. So we come over here to the passenger side. You've got an L lounge seat. This lifts up. A big tub basin for storage, which is removable to get battery access. More storage over here underneath the passenger L lounge. This is a designated cooler. Storage access hatch on the floor opens up to this big cavern. There's a little bit of rigging space there, but it comes all the way forward to this forward hatch, and that is also a ski locker to access this giant cavern. Tons of storage. At the helm seat, there's a step-up helm with marine decking built in, and a very wide helm seat with armrests. Nice stainless hinge system for the bolster, and it's very, very comfortable at the helm. A lot of space on the dash. This boat has twin 12-inch Garmin screens that are built in with the black acrylic. It does have the digital electronic steering helm. It has fly-by-wire controls. It also has the joystick steering, and it has Yamaha's autopilot, which is integrated into the Yamaha control system and steering system. This is our Yamaha autopilot control pad, and what's neat about the Yamaha autopilot is that it's connected or integrated with the control system. So one feature is when I arrive at a waypoint, the autopilot has a setting that will throttle me down prior to waypoint arrival, because it is integrated with the control system of the motors. And I find that very handy. It allows me not to overshoot a waypoint. Let's say that I want to fish a wreck or a pile of rocks, but I don't want to overshoot it, and the Yamaha autopilot will automatically slow me down when I arrive at that waypoint. It's very handy, and it is configurable, so you can turn that feature on or off. Coming back to the dash, very high quality toggle switches. They've got a real solid feel to them. Our stereo control, the stereo is integrated with the Garmin's, so I can control stereo and media from the Garmin's or the stereo control pad. It is push button start on the engines. And one of the neat things about Helmmaster EX, which is the name of the Yamaha control system, is that it has a speed control button that I find very, very handy. This button here, when activated, will allow me to change my RPMs in 50 RPM increments. And I find that really handy. Sometimes you were going, let's say 32 miles an hour, and the sea conditions popped up a bit, so you just want to slow down a little bit, and I can just touch the button, reduce my RPM or increase them. I find it really handy. Let's check out the head. Very easy to get in and out because it has this top hatch. Of course, we've got the toilet, we've got a sink, a lot of storage, and a really nice mirror. The passenger L lounge is very, very comfortable. It has a lot of seating options, and you can also lean back and recline rear facing. You can sit side facing or forward facing. So pretty configurable. On the driver's side, another big storage area inside of the driver console. So again, more storage, access to breakers, switches, and the back side of the electronics. Having access to the back side of the electronics and the rigging space makes maintenance a dream. We've got our 12-volt breaker panel, and then our 120-volt breaker panel. Again, this boat has an onboard inverter. The hardtop on this boat is awesome because it goes the full width of the boat. There are 4 speakers built in. There is lighting, LED lighting, and then also a powered awning that extends out all the way over the cockpit and retracts back into the hardtop. I can't show you that because I don't have the batteries on board this boat yet. We just got it, but it's awesome. All right, so at the walkthrough, we've got this really nice windscreen. So that locks into place. It locks at the bottom too. And with this really nice windshield, you can close off the entire cockpit from wind or cold air. There is also a standard windshield wiper with its own washdown reservoir. And coming up to the front, we've got a telescoping table that goes up and down. It will also go into the flush position, the middle position, or the upper position. And the controls for that are right here. The front seating is very wide and very luxurious and comfortable. Of course, you have the armrest. You've got a cubby hatch over here for cell phones with a charger port. And the built-in grab rails that are nice and relatively flush with the gunnel so they don't get in the way when you're fishing. And then storage underneath both passenger and driver side seats. This middle seat removes, so on days that you're fishing, this entire section removes completely, as do the bow cushions. Now up at the bow, we can come up here. We've got a very big anchor windlass hatch, which is always handy because a lot of boat builders don't give you enough access to the windlass area. So we have the wired remote for the windlass. You can control it from the front or at the dash. A washdown hose, so you can rinse off the anchor. And then over on this side is a bow boarding ladder. So this ladder removes and clips into the very front. Another neat thing with the Cobias are the really nice pop-up cleats. They're very rugged, almost oversized, and even little details such as the nav light in the very front pops up. And that may seem like a small detail, but what I like about it is, again, on days when you're fishing and you don't want to worry about catching fishing line on the nav light or the cleats, everything goes down flush.